Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I am actually in my 50s, and a couple years ago I had a pretty serious health problem that came around, and I was hospitalized for an extended period of time. And I had never been hospitalized up till that point. And since then, I've had a couple of surgeries. One just recently here that was basically unexpected, again, just like the previous one was. And I guess the point of me telling you all that is you never know when you're going to end up in the hospital. And the first time that I ended up in the hospital like that, I was woefully unprepared to end up in that situation. So I took some steps to have some stuff here in case that ever happened again. And one of them is just a bag with some stuff in it that you might need if you got to spend a day or two in the hospital unexpectedly, that if you know you're going to the ER, or your family members can grab if they're transferring you to another hospital or something like that. And the original one I had in just a kind of one of these gym bags, kind of the mesh deal with the straps on it. But since then, I have updated that, and I decided to use one of my mini backpacks that I got laying around here to throw some of those things in that you might need if you find yourself going to the hospital for a couple of days. I thought I'd show you guys kind of my updated version here. And all I did was just take one of my backpacks and load this stuff up. And I'm actually doing laundry today, and I'm repacking some of this stuff, so I thought I would share this stuff with you guys. And I got two packs in here, one with some just little bits of gear that might help you out on your stay, and then the average hygiene stuff, separated by my favorite way to separate stuff in bags, and that's just regular Ziploc bags because they're cheap and available. Socks, got a couple different kinds there. I'll explain that in a second. And then clothing, whatever kind of, some type of sport underwear that is not cotton and is wicking, a good t-shirt, something that's at least a couple of sizes larger than what you would normally wear. I normally wear like an extra large shirt, sweatshirt, that kind of stuff. But when I'm sick or don't feel good, or, you're kind of laid up like that, I like going with the bigger stuff. So if you're going to be like me, you want probably like a 2X, and then some type of comfortable pants, some type of sweatpants, preferably with pockets. I prefer the sweatpants and stuff with pockets, because that way if you got your glasses or you got some place that you can stow that. And then a copy of the good book. I kind of fell in love with these kind of hiking Bibles back in the day, and this guy right here I've had for several years. You can see it's been kicked around, but these got like a leather bound front and back cover on them, so then they're easy enough to, you don't have to worry about them getting beat up. I've seen Bibles that people carried that they basically fell apart when they got wet, or they got banged around in a pack or something like that. But that's basically what these Bibles are for, is to travel. But yeah, they were kind of like a hiking / I guess scout Bible back in the day, something like that is what they were called. But even this one here's got a couple of nicks and bangs on it from being carried around in different packs. But like I said, the clothing wise, one size larger at least from what you normally wear, some type of wicking underwear, something with pockets in that you can put your glasses or whatever. Socks, one pair of socks that I normally wear, like the Dr. Scholl's ones, but then I keep those hospital socks that they give you with the little grippies on the bottom. These are actually pretty comfortable and pretty warm, and I find myself so one thing I like about being in the hospital, I guess, is these socks. So I decided I was going to carry these whenever I go in for a test or something. They give me these. I just keep them because they throw them out anyway. And then the other stuff that I got here, here's your basic, your basic toiletries that I got in here. I got some body soap. I suppose I should open this up and show you. Some body soap, again, they just give you these at the hospital, so you might as well keep it anyway. Whatever deodorant you wear, if you're in the hospital for a couple of days, you're probably going to want to take a shower at some point. Deodorant is one of those things you're going to probably want. some type of toothbrush kit. These are actually, I got these toothbrush kits for like 99 cents or something somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, because I got a box here that I keep, kind of dental preps in, and I grabbed one of those and threw that in. Another thing is a handful of these little toothpicks with the floss on it, and then a new package of some kind of bath wipes, something you can wipe down with if you can't really take a shower, if you got incisions or something like that, because that's something else. Sometimes you got to take a sponge bath, and sometimes the hospital's got stuff and sometimes they don't. I found that out kind of the hard way the last time I was in there. And then this right here is kind of my gear pack that I brought along. I got a Right in the Rain pad here, and pen, because sometimes you can't think of all the questions to ask the doctors when they come into your room. So when you think of a question, write it down and have that pad and paper sitting in front of you, so when they come in with their little entourage, you can ask questions off your notes, because sometimes that's a stressful environment. You're all jacked up on IVs and everything else, and or they come in at like 4:30 in the morning or something like that, and you're not quick on your mind's not quite there yet. But if you have all that stuff written down, you can say, oh, I got some questions, let me look here on my notebook, and you can ask questions. And then the Right in the Rain, that's just a kind of a more durable notepad and stuff. You could just use a regular notepad too. It's definitely better than nothing. Something charging pack to get at least a couple of charges on your personal device, because that's your communication, that's your ability to get in contact with loved ones if there's any changes in your condition or whatever. And then of course the appropriate charging cords for stuff. Headphones. I find myself just listening to my headphones on my phone and stuff. I don't really watch the TV or anything that they have in the room, so that's something. I got a spare headphone in there. And here's the charging cord for my headphones, and then a charging block. So if you do run out your charging pack, you can recharge your pack, your headphones, your phone, whatever. And what I typically will do is I will recharge my pack first and then plug everything into that pack. And then a flashlight, because hospitals can be big dark places if the power goes out, and I want to be able to see what the heck's going on if for some reason there's some type of power outage or drill or something like that. And then just a little basic pocket knife. This is one of my Swiss Army knives that's got just your basic kind of stuff on it. It's got your knife blade, and it's got a couple little screwdrivers and stuff on there in case you would have to tinker with anything. And then I go a step further and I throw a little strip of Gorilla Tape on there in case I would need to tape something up to fix it. And then I carry one spare battery for that flashlight in case I would use that flashlight and I need to, this is basically the recharger for that gear. But all that stuff is the kind of the stuff that when I was hospitalized, I kind of wish I had. And I did have some of this stuff, but I didn't have all of it. And I had to ask my wife to kind of bring me a couple of these things because, of course, I was a big tough guy. I wasn't going to end up in the hospital, but, with advanced age and stuff and, my medical conditions jumping out here into the forefront now again. I wanted to go over this stuff and show you guys. And like I said, I basically got a change of clothes. I got my toiletries that I might need. Got my Bible. Got my other bits of gear. And then, of course, this just gets cinched up. And if you think it's going to be a longer stay, or it's going to be something where you're going to have a couple of days, like if you're having a surgery, there's going to be like 2 or 3 days recovery time in the hospital, you can, of course, add more stuff into it. And that right there is basically what it looks like. So you can set this on a shelf. You can sit this by the back door of your house. So if something does happen, you can tell your family, hey, grab that black bag by the back door. I got to go to the ER. Something's not right. And they got everything in one spot. Anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys get a little information, some good ideas, as always, out of my videos. And you guys take care out there.